Imagine your dream Super Bowl tickets, 30-yard line gifted by a grateful client as a huge thank you, secretly stolen by your arrogant boss and given to someone else. I'm a die-hard 49ers fan. Those seats were my once-in-a-lifetime moment. He thought I'd never find out, thought I'd stay quiet. Big mistake. This is my chillingly satisfying revenge story, how I teamed up with the client, set the perfect trap in a conference room showdown, and watched his career, reputation, and bonus implode without ever raising my voice. Betrayal, power plays, and epic workplace karma. You won't believe how sweet it ends. Hey everyone, my name's Alex. I'm 32, living in San Francisco, the city of fog rolling over the Golden Gate, sourdough that ruins all other bread, and die-hard 49ers fans who bleed red and gold. I'm one of those fans, the kind who plans tailgates months in advance, paints my face for every home game, and cries real tears when we lose. I work as a senior account manager at a boutique consulting firm in the financial district. Long hours, big clients, but it pays for season tickets and lets me breathe that crisp Levi's Stadium air on Sundays. A few years ago, the Niners made it back to the Super Bowl. I was over the moon. One of my favorite clients, let's call him Mark, knew how obsessed I was. We'd become genuine friends, drinks after meetings, texting about games, him teasing me when we lost. He was a high-level exec with company seats, incredible ones, 30-yard line, club level. As a thank you for all the extra work I'd put in on his account, he wanted to gift me 2 tickets. He told me he'd pass them to the partner overseeing the account, let's call him Dickhead Partner, to surprise me. I had no idea. The game came. We lost in heartbreaking fashion. I watched from my couch in San Francisco, surrounded by friends, devastated but proud. A week later, Mark and I grabbed drinks after a meeting. He grinned. "Hey, why didn't you use those tickets? I heard someone else was in your seats." My stomach dropped. "What tickets?" "The Super Bowl ones. I gave them to Dickhead Partner for you." I stared. Blank. "I never got any tickets." His face changed. Shock. Anger. "Hold on. You're telling me you didn't go because you never received them?" I nodded, throat tight. He told me to quietly ask around. Get back to him. I did. Next week at the office, a secretary pulled me aside. "Alex, those Super Bowl tickets, Dickhead Partner gave them to another client, said it was a firm gift." My chest caved. Hands went cold. 30-yard line. My team. My dream. Stolen. By the partner who was supposed to mentor me, who smiled at me in meetings, who knew how much it would mean, and gave them away, like I didn't matter, like my passion was disposable, like I was just the day-to-day grunt, not worthy of the gift. I drove home over the Bay Bridge that night, fog thick, tears blurring the lights, rage, humiliation, betrayal. He took something priceless from me and gave it to someone else for his own gain. I loved my job, respected the firm, trusted the system, and this was abuse of power, pure. I cried in my apartment, curled on the couch, faithful Niner jersey on, the game replay mocking me on TV. He thought I'd never know, thought I'd stay quiet, grateful for scraps. Wrong. Something in me snapped. The nice, hard-working Alex, she was done being stepped on. This wasn't over. He'd taken my moment, my once-in-a-lifetime, out of arrogance, entitlement. Now, I'd take something from him, and he'd never see it coming. The injustice burned, deep, unanswered, but not for long. The weeks after learning the truth were torture. San Francisco's fog felt thicker, cold, clinging, mirroring the heaviness in my chest. Work became a minefield, walking past Dickhead Partner's office, his smug smile in meetings. "Great job on the Mark account, Alex." Like nothing happened, like he hadn't stolen my dream. I smiled back, nodded, inside, dying. Mark texted, checked in. I told him what I'd learned. He was livid. Quietly let me handle this, but the wound deepened. Dickhead Partner doubled down, started taking credit for my work on Mark's account in partner meetings, really turned things around with them. while I sat there, silent, fuming. Then the other client, the one who got my tickets, posted photos, Super Bowl, my seats, caption, amazing experience courtesy of the firm. I stared at my phone, hands shaking, dry throat. They were living my moment because he decided I wasn't worth it. The injustice festered. Every Monday morning stand-up, every good job email he copied himself on, every time he walked past my desk without a second glance, he was untouchable, partner, powerful, arrogant, and I, just the account manager, replaceable, underestimated. The rage mixed with grief. I stopped sleeping, replayed the game, imagined being there, the roar, the lights, my team. Stolen, because he could, because no one would call him out, because I was nice. Family and friends sympathized. That's awful, but no one could fix it. The firm protected partners, always. I felt small, powerless, betrayed by the place I gave everything to. Resentment grew, hot, constant. He thought I'd swallow it, move on, grateful for my job. Wrong. The anger shifted, from helpless to calculated. I wasn't confronting him, not yet. Mark said let him handle, so I did, quietly. But inside, the fire burned steady. He'd pay, for the tickets, for the disrespect, for thinking I didn't matter. The wound wasn't healing, it was sharpening me into something dangerous. He had no idea, but he would, soon. Months of pretending, smiling in meetings, watching dickhead partner take bows for my work, the Super Bowl scar still fresh. Then the final straw. Annual review time. I prepped for weeks. Data, wins, Mark's account growth, millions added. Because of me, dickhead partner led my review. Smug. Alex, solid year, but need to work on visibility, taking more ownership. Ownership of work he stole credit for. Bonus? Average, while he bragged about his accounts at partner retreats. I left the room, hands shaking, tears burning, drove home over the bridge, screamed in my car, rock bottom, curled on my couch that night, 49ers jersey on, game highlights mocking me. How much more would I take to keep the peace, to be professional, to not make waves because he had power and I didn't? That's when it shifted. Tears stopped. Breathing steadied. I looked in the mirror. Red eyes, but clear. No more. This ends my way. Mark texted that week. Meeting scheduled. He has to come. I knew. The breaking point wasn't defeat. It was decision. Cold. Final. I'd been quiet too long. Nice too long. Underestimated too long. He thought I was weak. Disposable. Wrong. I'd let Mark lead, but I'd be ready. The plan was set. He'd face it, the theft, the lie, the arrogance, in front of everyone, no escape. The fire wasn't rage anymore, it was resolve. He started this, I'd finish it. And when I did, he'd never underestimate anyone again. The fight was coming, and I was ready. The months waiting for Mark's plan, I changed. Quietly. No dramatic declarations to the family, no angry confrontations in the office. On the outside, I was still Alex, the reliable account manager who crushed deadlines, joined happy hours with the team in Soma bars, posted 49ers memes and tailgate pics from the regular season, smiled in Monday morning stand-ups. Professional, composed, even friendly. But inside, I was becoming someone new, someone patient, strategic, dangerous. It started with the documentation. I created a private folder on my laptop, encrypted, password-protected, innocently labeled personal taxes. Inside, everything. Emails where dickhead partner took credit for my wins, meeting notes timestamped, performance metrics on Mark's account, growth numbers I'd driven, client feedback praising me directly, saved, organized, backed up to cloud. I researched quietly, firm ethics policies, gift guidelines, partner conduct rules, California labor laws on retaliation, printed key pages, highlighted, kept in a plain folder at home. I observed him, his routines, morning golf brags in the break room, name-dropping big clients, my clients, the way he smiled at me in passing, patronizing, like I was lucky to be on his team. He underestimated me, thought I was still the eager, grateful employee, afraid to rock the boat, too nice to fight back. Big mistake. Every morning commute on BART, watching the city emerge from fog, every evening walk along the Embarcadero, wind off the bay sharp against my face, every late-night session reviewing notes, sipping tea in my apartment overlooking the lights. It was all fuel, outer calm perfected, inner fire controlled, burning bright. I coordinated with Mark, late-night texts, quiet calls, rehearsed responses. He'd lead the show, I'd play my part. Perfectly. The old Alex, the one who swallowed disrespect to be professional, she evolved. In her place, a woman who'd been robbed of her dream, disrespected, diminished, who knew her value, who had allies, who had proof. Mark, and even Stephanie, the VP actress, became friends. Niners fans united. The transformation was complete. I was ready, composed, focused, deadly calm. They thought power protected him. Wrong. Truth was coming, and when it hit, he'd crumble. The silence wasn't surrender. It was strength. The storm was building, quietly, perfectly. He'd feel it soon. Every stolen moment, every lie, every smirk. The day was coming, and I'd be there, smiling, as it all came crashing down. He started this theft. I'd end his illusion, completely. The quiet ones don't break. We bend, then strike. He'd learned that, the hard way. The trap was set, the wait almost over. His arrogance about to cost him everything. And I'd watch, from the front row, the best seat in the house. The meeting day arrived. Flight to Client City. Dick had partner excited, big opportunity to strengthen the relationship. Me? Calm, prepared. Mark's plan, simple, brilliant. Expose him, publicly, no escape. We landed, Ubered to their office. Glass tower, bay views, entered the conference room. Usual suspects, plus a woman I didn't know. Mid-30s, professional. Mark grinned. Dick had partner, this is Stephanie, VP from another department, wanted to sit in. Then to me, Alex, you two must have met at the Super Bowl, right? Stephanie played perfect, shook my hand. Don't think so. Did we meet there? Mark, come on, Steph, you were right next to her. I stayed cool. Sorry, Mark, I wasn't at the game. Dick had partner shifted, uncomfortable. Stephanie, no, I sat next to people from another firm. Actually, why did we give company seats to them? New project? Dickhead partner, Mark over him. Dickhead partner, I gave you those tickets for Alex, right? He stammered. Tried to, but she couldn't make it. Must have passed them on? Looked at me, desperate. Save him. I smiled. What tickets, Mark? You gave me Super Bowl tickets? Room silent. Mark's voice sharp. Those were a personal thank you to Alex. Did you give them to someone else? Dickhead partner red. Mixed up in office, maybe? Mark stood, grabbed his things. Meeting over. Alex, lunch. Stephanie, join us. Dickhead partner, I'd like to come. Stephanie cold. Not a good idea. Escorted him out. Door closed. We burst laughing. Stephanie wasn't a VP. Mark's friend, drafted for the skit. Niners fan. Lunch was epic. Dickhead partner texted desperately. Cover for the firm? I waited, then replied as Mark instructed. Invoices coming, 10K plus resale value, lunch bill, apology required, no more contact with him. First move complete. Subtle, devastating. He was reeling, confused, exposed, pressure starting. Hidden win, his face, crimson, stammering, power slipping. He thought he could lie forever. Wrong. The trap worked. First crack. More coming. The revenge began, and it felt good. So good. He'd taken my dream. Now his nightmare started. The board was set, and I was winning. Quietly. Perfectly. Back in San Francisco, the pressure hit dickhead partner like a cold wave rolling off the bay. Fast, relentless. Mark sent the invoices the next Monday morning, $12,400 total. Super Bowl resale value, well above face value, plus the celebratory lunch bill at the upscale spot Mark had deliberately chosen. Firm partners received copies too. Emergency partner meeting called that same afternoon. Dickhead partner walked in already sweating. Tried to spin it. Miscommunication, thought the tickets were a firm gift. Client mix-up. The managing partner cut him off. Mark says they were personal for Alex. You gave them to a different client. That's not a mix-up. That's theft of a client's gift. Silence in the room. Dickhead partner turned bright red, looked to me for help. I sat quietly, face neutral. No words, no rescue. The partners demanded he reimburse the firm personally from his next bonus. Profit share on Mark's account, frozen pending review. First real hit. He lost thousands. Pressure point 1. The office vibes shifted overnight. Secretaries who'd always liked him now gave short answers. Junior staff whispered in the break room, he really gave away Alex's Super Bowl tickets? People avoided sitting next to him at lunch. Happy hours he used to dominate, he started leaving early. Paranoia creeping in. He kept glancing at me in meetings, searching for a sign I'd fix this. I never did. Just did my job. Perfectly. Pressure point 2. Mark moved fast. Within 2 weeks, he formally requested the account be reassigned. Reason given, change in relationship management. Translation, he refused to work with dickhead partner anymore. Partners had no choice. Account transferred to another senior partner. Millions in annual billings, gone from his ledger. His profit share took another massive cut. Pressure point 3. He started making mistakes. Missed deadlines, snapped at staff, showed up late, drinking more. I smelled it on him at 9 a.m. stand-ups. His arrogance cracked, replaced by desperation. He tried texting Mark directly. Misunderstanding, let's talk. Ignored. Emailed me late one night. Alex, we need to discuss this. I can make it right. Don't let one mistake ruin things. I didn't reply. Let him stew. Let the silence eat at him. He was feeling cornered, trapped by his own lie, financially squeezed, professionally isolated, socially avoided. The man who'd strutted around like he owned the place, now walking hallways with his head down, avoiding eye contact. The pressure was delicious because it was earned. He'd stolen my dream, disrespected me, thought I was too small to fight back. Now his world was shrinking, mine quietly expanding. Mark recommended me to 2 other clients. New opportunities knocking. The stakes were rising. His bonus was slashed, his reputation damaged, his confidence crumbling. And I hadn't raised my voice once, hadn't posted a single word publicly, just let truth and consequences do the work. The collapse was coming. I could feel it. One more push, my quiet exit to a better role, his total fall. The fire I'd carried, now burning him. And I watched, calm, composed, winning, without ever saying a word in anger. The pressure was perfect. His nightmare had begun, and it was only getting worse. Winter holidays arrived in San Francisco. Strings of lights draped over the craftsman homes, the smell of wood smoke in the air, Powell's bookstore packed with shoppers hunting for gifts. But at the firm, the atmosphere was anything but warm. The trap I'd helped set was closing in on dickhead partner. Multiple fronts, all at once. No escape. First, the financial hit landed hard. Mark's invoices, $12,400 total, were non-negotiable. Firm partners demanded reimbursement from dickhead partner's personal bonus. He paid, grudgingly, out of pocket. Thousands gone. Profit share on Mark's account, officially transferred. Permanently. Millions in future revenue, lost. Pressure point 1. Then the office dynamics shifted. Partners scheduled his performance review. Formal, closed door. Questions about client gift handling. ethics concerns. He lawyered up at his own expense this time, showed up defensive, sweating. Partners unmoved, conduct unbecoming, damage to firm reputation, written warning, no more solo client entertainment, all big meetings supervised, demotion whispers turned real. Pressure point 2. Mark accelerated the exit. Formal notice, account moving to competitor firm. Reason, strategic realignment. Translation, him. Dickhead partner begged, emails, calls, ignored. Partners furious, lost revenue, lost face. Blame landed on him, fully. No more golf outings with the big partners, no more leading pitches, relegated to oversight, grunt work. His arrogance, gone, replaced by desperation. Late nights in the office, drinking alone at his desk, colleagues distancing, damaged goods. Pressure point 3. Home life strained, overheard calls, wife asking about the bonus cut, private school tuition, college funds, arguments, kids confused. He started showing up disheveled, tie crooked, eyes bloodshot, mistakes piling up, missed deadlines, snapped at staff, more reviews scheduled. The man who'd stolen my Super Bowl dream, now stealing his own future, one bad decision at a time. I reflected on BART rides home, fog thick over the bay, remembered the pain, the humiliation, the powerlessness, watching him take credit, watching him give away my gift. Now it fueled quiet satisfaction, deep, steady. He'd abused power, thought I was disposable, underestimated the nice account manager. Wrong. The trap was systems, firm ethics, client loyalty, truth, all closing. No charm left to talk his way out, no lies holding. Imminent collapse. One final push, my exit. New firm, better role, Mark's referral, his total fall. The emotional payoff brewed, warm, earned, real. He'd started this by thinking I didn't matter. Now he was the one who didn't. The trap snapped tighter. No escape. His fall coming, and I'd watch, calmly, from my new place, higher, where I belonged. The storm hit him, and I stood in the clear. The end was close, so close. He'd lose everything, while I gained it all. The trap was perfect, and it was his. Spring bloomed in San Francisco, cherry blossoms lining the streets in soft pink, food carts opening their windows wide, that perfect mix of rain and sun that makes everything feel renewed. I decided it was time to stop operating in the shadows. The pressure had done its work. Dickhead partner was isolated, paranoid, cornered. But it was all behind closed doors, whispers, invoices, lost revenue. No one outside the firm knew the full story. No one understood exactly how far he'd fallen. It was time to change that, publicly, controlled, irrefutably. I accepted the new job offer. Competitor firm, better title, bigger salary, direct transition of Mark's account, my leadership. The news hit the office like a bomb. Partners called emergency meeting. Dickhead partner tried to spin it. Poaching, disloyal, conflict of interest. Firm investigated, found the Super Bowl theft, Mark's formal complaint, my documentation quietly shared with HR, emails, credit stealing, ethics violation. Partners' faces when they read it all, shock, disgust. His lies exposed to everyone, partners, staff, even clients. Word travels fast in the industry. Remember the Super Bowl tickets guy? His name? Tarnished. No more headhunter calls for him. No more rainmaker status. Image cracked completely. He tried damage control. Email to partners. Regret the misunderstanding. Happy to clarify. Too late. They scheduled his exit. Mutual separation. Translation: pushed out. Bonus forfeited. Severance minimal. Reputation toxic. He emailed me once. Alex, this has gone too far. Can we talk? Clear the air? I didn't reply. No need. Mark terminated the old firm officially. Public statement, excited for new partnership. Translation, him gone. Exposure complete. Truth out. No hiding, no spin. His arrogance, public. His theft, known. His fall, industry gossip. Colleagues messaged me, "You're a legend. How did you stay so calm?" I smiled, moved on. New office, bigger impact. Mark's trust, real respect. Anticipation peaked. The climax next. One final consequence. His total isolation, my total freedom. The power wasn't just reversed. It was mine. He'd never abuse it again. The exposure burned him perfectly. The end coming, and it would be sweet. The day I started the new job. San Francisco's sun breaking through the fog for once, bright, sharp, warming the sidewalks as I walked from BART to my new office in Soma. New building, glass walls, views of the bay. Mark waiting in the lobby, big grin. "Welcome home, Alex." We won his business completely. Direct. My portfolio. Dickhead Partners' final devastating blow. The old firm lost millions. He got pushed out quietly. Mutual separation agreement. Translation, forced resignation. No severance fight, bonus forfeited, non-compete enforced. Reputation in the industry, toxic. Remember the partner who stole the Super Bowl tickets? His name whispered in recruiting calls. No offers at his level, smaller firm, lower title, less pay. He tried one last desperate email. "Alex, this has gone too far. Can we talk? Clear the air. I regret how things went down." I read it, felt nothing. Deleted. No reply needed. The power wasn't just reversed, it was mine, fully. He'd stolen my dream, for ego, for control, for thinking he could, and lost everything. Career peak, respect, influence, future. While I rose. Higher title, bigger accounts, real authority. Mark threw a launch party, rooftop in the Mission, Niners themed, great seats for the next season, his proper gift, directly to me. No middleman. I stood there, city lights sparkling, felt it wash over me, release, deep, powerful. Tears came, quiet in the bathroom, not from pain, from victory, pure, cathartic, shoulders shaking. He thought entitlement won, thought power protected him, thought I'd stay quiet, grateful. Wrong. I protected my worth, took back my moment, without screaming, without burning the firm, just truth, consequences, boundaries. The revenge wasn't his ruin, it was my rise. Perfectly executed, satisfying, justified, deeply. He started with theft, a lie, arrogance, ended with nothing. I started with betrayal, ended with everything. The climax wasn't confrontation, it was peace. His fall, my ascension. The ultimate win? Living better, freely, with people who value me, while he watched from below. The tickets he stole led to his downfall and my new beginning. Perfect karma. He'd never abuse power again, never underestimate the nice ones, and I'd never let anyone take from me, ever. The war was over. I won, completely. The fog lifted, the view clear, and it was beautiful. Years later, San Francisco still feels like magic to me. The foghorns in the morning, the way the city lights sparkle on the bay at night, the roar of Levi Stadium on game days. And I'm in a place I never dreamed possible, thriving, whole, free. I'm a partner now at my firm, my name on the door, leading major accounts, mentoring young women just starting out, the ones with fire in their eyes but doubt in their hearts. I tell them parts of my story, not to scare them, to empower them. Never let anyone steal your moment. They listen, wide-eyed, inspired. Dickhead partner? Faded into obscurity. Small consulting gigs, no big clients, no influence. Industry events? He's not invited. Remember the Super Bowl ticket guy? His reputation precedes him. A cautionary tale. He reached out once more, years later. LinkedIn message, congratulating my promotion, fishing for reconciliation. I didn't reply.
No need. Mark and I are still close. He's semi-retired now. We catch games together, great seats. His treat, always directly to me. No middlemen. We laugh about that meeting sometimes. The perfect skit. Stephanie, the fake VP, became a real friend. Niners season ticket neighbor now, tailgates together. The old firm lost more clients after Mark left. Reputation hit. They're smaller now, struggling. I left gracefully. No bridges burned, just boundaries set. My life? Rich. I travel. Iceland for the lights, Japan for the cherry blossoms, Italy for the food. I volunteer, mentoring programs for women in tech. I tailgate every home game, paint my face, cry happy tears when we win, scream when we lose. Live fully. No more dimming myself. No more swallowing disrespect. The Super Bowl we missed all those years ago, we made it back multiple times. I was there in incredible seats with people who value me, who gift directly, who respect my passion. The revenge wasn't his destruction, though it happened. It was my freedom, growth, peace. Some say let it go, forgive. I say protect your worth. Consequences aren't cruelty, they're correction. I didn't need him ruined, I needed me whole. And I am. If someone abuses power, steals your shine, underestimates you, remember this: quiet strength wins. Truth wins. You win. When you refuse to stay small, thank you for listening. If you've ever been robbed of your moment by a boss, colleague, anyone, know this: your time comes. Protect it. Fight for it. Quietly, smartly, completely. Because the best revenge isn't their fall, it's your rise, higher than they ever imagined. And from up here, the view is incredible. The roar of the crowd, the lights, your team, your moment. Never let anyone steal it. It's yours. Claim it. Always. Go Niners. Forever.